Okay, good. I'm in for a little bottom reversal shelf scalperino thing on Cxai right now. I'm not getting too excited about Gfai until it can break pivots in the opposite direction. Right now, it's broken down and it's on the backside of the trade. So, but there might be a little blippage happening on Cxai. There. Kind of like the way that light put some definition on my face there. Yeah. All right. And yeah, watching that Cxai. We will talk about these. I'm live now and live on the TikTok. The final ingredient. Oh, okay. I guess I left an order up there. All right. Good morning, everybody. Here for the. Okay, great, Mike. Not repeating that. Good morning, everybody out there on the different social media platforms. We had some numbers come in this morning. Economic numbers come in this morning. They were positive. Gold rallied. The market popped. The dollar showed strength. And what was the other thing? Market rallied. Gold popped. And it was yields. Yields went down. Those combined forces set in motion a green day today, almost unavoidably. Those knots can all detangle and go the other way. It's possible. But that's a lot of different sentiments combined to make one direction. And right now, after that pop, it's getting some pullback. So for pullback traders, this could be your opportunity. But it remains to be seen as of yet which way the market will go. Let's take a look quickly at the Qs and how we're sitting on the bigger chart, on the daily chart. So we're set to open only about a third up yesterday's candle. So the econ data was not really strong enough to completely eliminate the last 2 weeks of chop and get over that territory. Just wasn't. Let's take a look at SPY. That's the case for growth. But let's take a look in value and industrials. The S&P 500, which is a mix of just all good businesses. All businesses, I should say. And it's sitting the same. However, it has less congestion above, but then it runs right into a whole nother set of congestion that the Qs don't have to deal with. So between the two, though, they have congestion in the same area, just at different times. So it's running up against the same issues in both across the entire market. We have congestion above that we're going to have to trade through. I don't really think that's how it's going to happen. I don't think we're just going to trade through it. It could happen, but I think after all the chopping and trying, the market's going to exhaust itself. Going sideways can be exhausting too. It's going to exhaust itself, and we're going to pull back for, it might not even last long, but we're going to pull back for a couple of days at some point here. The econ data today might be enough to move things along a little bit. And it is now beginning earnings season. Next week, we'll see some the effects of earnings on the market starting. And perhaps those earnings will either A, give us that pullback, which would not be good because as a season, that's a 3-month outlook. That would not be great for getting this market up this year. Or the numbers come in interestingly, surprise beats, here and there. And that is the lift that we were hoping for, and we get up and over all that resistance and congestion. So that's kind of like the, looking out about a week. Now today, I expect green just because of the econ data, but we're closer to lows right now. So we might go down first, seek liquidity. There's some nice equal lows down there. Seek liquidity, and then work green, turn around slowly and then work green all day. It will depend on how the market opens, frankly. So if the market opens green and starts running, I'd only trust it for about 15, 30 minutes until about the top of the hour. If it starts bleeding out, I'd be looking to dip buy once it gets down into yesterday's lows, which ought to be around the top of the hour. So it will bottom at the top of the hour. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at some of the momentum picks we have here. We have 6 minutes until the market opens. We're watching Cxai, as well as I got to get Gfai up here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, I'll put it up instead of V-Ray. Gfai. Because Gfai is making a move as well as Cxai. Now, Cxai could be sitting at a little bit of a pullback scalp entry point right now, depending on how you look at it. But it certainly isn't great, and neither is Gfai. They seem to have lost their steam. Why isn't that not going over there? Okay, there we go. Delta Airlines. Let me take a quick look at that because I did see that was on TV this morning. DAL. Oops, I typed the wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. Data logic. There's just not enough happening on Delta Airlines for that to do much, but I would put that as bullish on the day. Bullish on the day. Yeah, the watch list is right there in front of you guys. You can see it. Gfai, MobQ, Cxai, AUUD, SABS, Oshia, POI, and POI. And there's a little bit of BT there as well. And the whole market popped on good econ data. But like I said, maybe we'll dip to like yesterday's lows. All right, there's a little bit of a move on Cxai. That's the move I'm looking to take profits on right there. Just a little scalperino. Scalpity-doo. Hey, took some profits there. Thank you. You bet. What's the J stand for? Jackson? John? It's got to be John. You have such a solid name, Rockwell. My name is John Rockwell. Jesus. I definitely don't want to get into a bar fight with John Rockwell. Yeah, his name is Jonathan. Actually, he goes by Jonathan. Wow, even better. I am Jonathan Rockwell. Yale graduate. All right, I'm taking some more profits on Cxai. Yeah. Where did you go to school, sir? Let's see what he says. He's like, local community college. Well, there's a lot of John Rockwells out there. Or a lawsuit. All right, taking more profits myself. Not going to let this get away. This nice little spike at resistance at a pivot point right now. All right, about 80% out. even though it's moving, that's all I'm concerned with is that I got a little scalp. Money. Money is money. Just make money. We already talked about Spy, Elise. Um, but it's tricky, So next time, show up a little earlier for my streams. Make sure you click follow and click the notifications of live button or whatever. Get in here a little bit earlier, and you'll get the market prognosis going. Because it's a little bit complicated today. Thanks for the follow, Darren. Spelling police. If I knew about that college in Florida, I might be a nurse. I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but yeah. I got notified late, I guess. At least so. Anyway, though, yeah, it's just too complicated. But we got good econ data, and it ought to be green, but might not be from the get go. So we'll see. It's complicated. They were giving out fake degrees and got busted. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Of course, spelling police. Yes, never mind. I'm not going to go into it. I just had to bite my tongue. All right. So yeah, Cxai is moving though, but you don't want to get in now. I mean, it's that'd be a FOMO entry. I waited for that sort of shelf inner lower pivot reversal break at 2.57, and then I got out around 2.7. 13 cents, I had hundreds and hundreds of shares, so it worked out. I got to get my Mark Wahlberg down. I still got to practice that. Are you? Shit, that fucking open just came right up on it. Fucking, where was I? Did I holy shit, did I disappear mentally for a few minutes there? Holy crap, Cxai really going. Oh, god damn, this fucking system. I have it on good till cancel EXT, so now I can't buy at market. Oh, geez. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm getting a momentum entry at the high of daybreak right there, but I would like to get some pullback instead. But Cxai showing a lot of excitement, and this is sort of a day one for Cxai. I'm adding a little bit. I'm only in about 20% of what a position I would want to get. I would rather be getting in on pullbacks. Gfai hopping a little bit too, but yeah, not quite doing its thing. Okay, there we go. Now it kind of is. All right, I'll take a little position on Gfai as well. That's a better entry on Gfai. Cxai is really FOMO-y up there. Extended. It's really extended. And the market is popping off the open green. So that could be green all day. Let me see if this broad base. No, it's not. Financials are selling off. So are utilities. But that's a really good sign for growth. But it is rotational. And that's actually almost a better sign in some ways. So, yeah, you want to go long in the market. And what's Gfai up to? And what is Cxai up to? All right, Gfai struggling after a pivot break there, but that can be normal. I'd like to get some more on pullback on Cxai and see if it has one move in it. Oh, Jay Kessner. Try to stay away from Saito. POI, P-O-A-I, starting to come up and over a pre-market inner pivot. That does constitute some entry there on POI. I don't know where it's going to go today. Oshia, here comes Oshia over an inner pivot entry on Oshia. 50 cents of risk. Boom. Oshia really moving. OCEA. And POI, P-O-A-I. P-O-A-I. Oh, GFAI with the rug pool. Yeah. We knew that was going to happen on GFAI. It was already negative in the backside of the trade before the open. We are getting some good activity going on Cxai. Well, maybe that's where you can find some return today. And we also got Oshia moving. Trying to figure out if I want any of that. Yeah, I'll go for Oshia right there because it's at entry right now. But it's going to be a little bit of a rough takeoff. But the thing is, it could easily hit 6. But that's only $1 or so from here, and you got 50 cents of risk. That's only a 2-to-1, and we're not talking about anything amazing. Although, if it can break that, maybe it goes blue sky. So it's got that going for it, which is nice. Meta, yes, Meta up and over. It's making new highs. Meta is a trade today. Meta, and that could be a initial swing trade entry. God dang, Thinkorswim sucks. Okay, boom. Know that. Oh, geez. No, now, oh, God. I was just about to sell on Cxai, and it whiplashed back to 277 in my sell order. Right at the same moment. Sold at break even, essentially. But luckily, it was only for a third of my position. So, I would leg into Meta over the course of the next 2 days, including today and at close of market. That'd be a high growth swing trade. Oh, is Joe in here? No, he's not. Okay. Skull, you are in there? Who are you? Which one are you, Skull? Nicholas? Arvin. Probably by process of elimination, you might be Nicholas. Oh, really? I took GFAI off right now of my watching it. What's it doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, Jesus. Well, high a day break is about all you could take there. Mike, a new guy. All right, Mike, where are you in there? In the, oh, you're not in the Zoom, Mike? Because, no, I'm Skull. Oh, Nicholas, no, I'm Skull. Wait a minute. But Skull's saying that he's Mike Schmidt. So, who is everybody? It's the first Twilight Zone. Where the fuck am I? You're watching on Twitter. Gotcha. Who's on first? And no, I'm not Skull. Got you, Nicholas. Okay, and Mike. Okay, so Mike. By the way, if you want to watch on Zoom, it can be higher resolution and have more features. But what I wanted to tell you is that what was your question? Something about bonds. Is grabbing actual treasury bonds different than gobbling up a bond ETF at this point? It absolutely is. Number one, you want to get 30-year bonds, not 20 years, or a mix. You don't want to get a mix. You want the 30 years. Number two, um, what am I watching here? Oh, Oshia. Okay. Number two, when you do get a 30-year bond, it gives you, right now, it's giving 3.6% interest per year in return. Not a whole heck of a lot, but the thing is, the money that you buy those bonds with, um, you can take back any time if they're liquid. Okay, bonds are liquid; you can buy and sell them. But if you don't ever need it, at any time in the next 30 years, you can get the money back, and in the meantime, you're getting 3.6% return on that money. Next part to understand is you can still use 80% of the money that you put into bonds if you have a margin account. If you have a margin account at a brokerage, you're allowed to go on margin. That's like a loan, so I'm not recommending that, but that's your own decision to be able to handle. But yeah, you can use 80% of the value of your bonds as trading capital. Next thing to understand is as rates go down, as the Fed starts to lower rates over the next year, when they finally get down to 2%, if you bought at 3.6%, your bonds are worth more because they pay more. And that means the value of your bonds go up. So if you bought $100,000 worth of 30-year Treasury bonds in a year, right now, in a year, you'd have $160,000. You'd have about $60,000 of gains, or 60% gain. So 3.6% per year return might not sound that great, but it's sort of like just a nice little bonus, because the main trade there is that 60% return in 1 year based on rates coming down. And then you have to say, well, what are the risks? What if the rates don't come down? Then don't sell. You're still getting 3.6%, and you have 80% access to your money. The final interesting point is that Treasury bonds are legally usable as collateral on mortgages to buy real estate. So instead of putting actual money in the down payment and locking it up and giving it to the bank, you could put the Treasury bonds as the down payment, and they'll still be earning a return for you for the next 30 years even. And so that can be a great way to not have to just blow your down payment money, and it can actually be working for you. You'd want to go with a big brokerage for that, because ideally you'd want to get your mortgage with the brokerage in that case. All right, Mike, hopefully that helped. Did you understand? All right, what's going on? Cxai is still appreciating. Oshia is slightly pulling back. Meta with a little bit of a pullback after pushing up. Gfai, I wouldn't trust it under any circumstances, but Cxai is kind of holding $3 up there. Well, it looks like I have to cut one of my Budweisers. I can keep that on for days, but I just would like the capital back so I can keep putting it in more interesting places. So I'm taking some of my Budweiser short off, especially on a day like today. There goes Cxai. I'm going to go ahead and exit my position fully on that strength right there. Boom. Also a potential entry, but you'd really have to have an HFT setup for that. High frequency trading setup. Maria asks, can go up to how much? What are you talking about? What was your question about? It's like when people, type in the text, yeah, that. And I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. I go back and look at it. Marcus says, take a look at cells, CELZ. I know we had that happening at one point as a trade, maybe last week. Yeah, no, that's not very friendly looking. Yeah, it's happening, but yeah, I would stay away from that. But thank you, Marcus, for bringing us that opportunity. CXAI, how high can it go up to? I never said how high it could go up to. Are you obsessed with how high things can go up to? Why is that important? Why not just fucking trade it? It goes up and then just get out. You made money. Boom. That's the end. That's the professional way. Don't be sitting around going, but I think it's going to go to 7. Don't be one of those traders. Really. But yeah, we can figure out a number. The highest it'll go up to is probably 367. And if it can blast past that, then 550. But 367 is the bottom of the bridge. You'll learn that from me at some day. And if it can get up to 550, then it becomes a blue sky gap fill all the way to 815. So lots of potential on CXAI. And it is shooting up right now. And there goes Meta. I'm going to go ahead and add a little more right there. I'm going to try to accumulate a position between this morning, midday, end of day, and tomorrow. And if it sticks, great. Okay, looks like we've reached the top on CXAI for the moment. And maybe, thank you, Aloho. Alejo. Aloho. I'm not Aloho. Come on, man. I'm Alejo. And now on CXAI, I'd like to see some pullback. I'd like to see a resting period for 1, 2, 3, at least 3 minutes, if not more. Longer than 3 minutes. All right, Oshia is starting to make its move. First green candle of movement there on Oshia. On pullback. My target right now for that will be 5.4, high of the day. All right, Meta struggling with this level here, indicating potentially a retest failure, neckline breakdown forthcoming. If that's the case, then I liquidate and I'll get in at a much lower price. This is a swing trade entry, but we're using day trading techniques to get a really good price. Sort of like buying a steamroller on discount. Kinda. Cells, CXAI, I need you to rest. Need a couple more minutes of rest from you, a minimum. So what does CXAI do, guys? Some of you might be more researched on it. Let me know. They're called CX app. And I'm guessing they're an AI-related app, probably a small cap, with very good, exciting software out of the Midwest. With eminent patent approval. Oh man, come on, don't do it, CXAI. All right, I have to buy a small bit right there, but that wasn't enough rest. That's why I'm going very small right there. Don't be making new highs already. It's very extended. I'd want to see a base, and there's just no base right now on it. But that said, it's had 2 very tiny bases. There's still pullbacks right at the open that capitulated up. And it's kind of doing that now. But God, can it rest a little bit? There's a lot of momentum there, but it is 27 million float. So I don't think it can pull in enough money by retail investors, which is probably what this, is going to make it move here. Such a small cap. I don't think that there's 100 million out there to make it move that much right now. Yeah, there it goes. It's falling now. Go ahead and get out right there at break even. Hey, good. That was a perfect trade. Little entry. Very well managed. Now, please rest a little bit. Cxai, rest. Slow down. Right when it rests, that's when everybody wants to buy it up. It's too soon. Soon. We're getting pretty much no movement from everything else out there, looking at everything else. In the market, roughly going sideways. Gold as well. But the dollar is getting stronger. So the dollar is indicating the market will be going up. The dollar is moving. So everything else is just synchronizing. Their waves are synchronizing. And then we're going to get an up move, I believe, based on what I'm seeing in the dollar. Dollar's strong. That's the global stage. By the way, who wants to take a guess at how much global trade is done in US dollar? How much global trade, the entire world, how much of the entire world uses dollars to trade goods and services? Global, for global trade. How much percentage of global trade is done in US dollars? Cool, we've got some guesses here. Got some guesses. I'm going to let a whole bunch of guesses come through. Tariad got it, but I'm going to say all the guesses here. Zed, Zal with 80%. Elise says billions, it's trillions per year. Nicholas says 75%. Camille says 55%. Marcus says 92%. Carl said 98%. Dennis says 88%. But yeah, it's that high. It's 90%, which is all of it. I mean, if you do a bell curve, you'd find that 90% is everything. For example, 90% of human beings are straight and 10% are gay. For example. All right, we're getting some movement on Oshia now. That's Oshia. And yeah, I'm going to put in a little 1/3 take profit right there as it starts to mess and try and get up into the highs of the day. That's the target for what I entered earlier on it. All right, going for another. Okay, good. All right, Meta is kind of slamming the top of the day. So that's good. That's strong. Meta acting strong. Now, if the Meta trade is a swing trade, so you don't want to be putting on too big of a position because if it moves down over the course of some days, you want to be able to muster that loss. That's how you manage your risk and size your risk and size your positions. So you have to say to yourself, okay, I don't want to lose more than $100, right? And so if Meta's going to go from what's it at, 218, for example, to 215, that's $3 of loss, right? So that means you need to buy maximum 33 shares. If it goes down $3, you'd be down $100, and then you say, shit, fuck it. So, we are risk first traders in our group, E3 trading group. We consider the risks first. OSHA popped, hit 5.6. I'm going to take another exit right there. I couldn't quite get it. Oh, I did get it. Great. And I'm happy. It may fly and fly and fly, but I'm happy there because I was already 2/3 out, and that's all you really want. I mean, it's sort of like surfing a wave is a good example. You don't need the whole thing, all the way to the whitewash to the shore. And you don't get on at the beginning, at the hump when it's like way out there. You take a piece of it, the good piece. You start at the good beginning and you get out somewhere along the line. It doesn't really matter usually. I mean, you should feel good. You surfed, you did it, It doesn't matter if it all of a sudden, because of a sandbar, got really big and you already got off. You had a good wave. It's good. It's good. Be happy, not greedy. Work on that. That's probably something you can meditate on every morning before you start trading. All right, there's more on Meta. Now I'm only going to add on pullbacks maybe midday, end of day, tomorrow. Pullbacks on Meta. I'm building a swing position on Meta. This is not a trade, but Meta is offering a nice. It's got some nice strong movement today. As far as a mega cap goes, if you trade mega caps, there's a trade there, I suppose. Mike Dive Master says, "How can MobQ have so much volume with little movement?" Yeah, that could be like internal. That could be a insider trading type of thing, possibly. So if the chart doesn't look good, that's all you need to know. It doesn't look good. I mean, as Bill O'Neill said about like swing trading, at least, stocks don't double on technical analysis. They double because of fundamentals. So, but my point is that once the fundamentals are there, then you still need the technical analysis to happen. So if you think of it logically, you ain't doing anything if the technical analysis ain't happening. So if there's not a technical trade, then there's no trade. You don't get in on fundamentals. There has to be the technicals too. So when somebody says, "Oh my God, they just acquired this contract, it's going to be a great deal, whatever," but this chart is not doing it, the technicals aren't happening, there's no trade. Who gives a fuck? You can't make money off of something not happening. You can't make money off of spreadsheets and press releases. The stock has to move. The price has to move. Yeah, definitely keep it simple, that's for sure. It looks like I did peg the top there at 5.7 on that, and we're getting a restful pullback on OSHA. I need that to last a while. I need that to last a couple more minutes on OSHA before I'd be okay with that. Okay, I'm currently out of all of the day trade positions except for Meta. I have a little position I've built up. Our other holdings and entrances from yesterday are doing okay. Clue doing fine. SMX, not so much. I think I might get out. I'm going to have to take a look at the chart on that, but I can manage that myself. BT starting to come up. It looks like it might get over a pre-market pivot. BT. Now, we've traded BT in the past, and it is a motherfucker. That is one of the most destructive tickers around. So be careful. A little add-on WW today. All right. CXAI is totally fading out, Red. We're not in that anymore. No, I don't see a trade there on. Oh, I put WW. Hold on. Yeah, that is a good entry right now on WW. The entry would be at 690, and that already happened. So that's good, though, that you're still within 30 cents. And that's a blue sky breakout on WW. But I'm looking for some pullback. I'd be looking for some pullback right about now. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. That's it. Wow, Gfai with a rug pull. Not nice, but ever since it hit the backside of the trade on Gfai in pre-market just before the open, it's a short. It's not a long. It's a short. Red-headed stepchild, BT. Definitely an unknown, a wild card. Ah, shit! There goes OSHA, and my mouse is not in the right place. Well, my hamster is. No, I'm just anyway. All right, but dumb dad joke. Okay. Everybody, I'll see you in the group. Let's move into the group now. If you aren't following me, make sure you follow me. If you aren't in our group, make sure you join the group. Click the link in my bio, in the description, in my profile, wherever you can find it. Click that link. Click the link. Come join our group. Love to see you. All right. Let's continue trading in the group right now, everybody. Regressing into the group. Is that probably not the best